What's up, ladies and genitalia? Cruiser Bruiser here. Back at you with another video. Taking the Rebel out for a spin today. It's a beautiful Sunday. Figured I'd get out and enjoy it a little bit. Spent the day yesterday. Actually, the next video you'll see probably be Monday. So I mean, you've probably already seen that video. But yeah, I went out to went up into Tennessee, into Chattanooga area. Yard sale. But yeah, yesterday's video we went up into Jasper, Tennessee, like Nickajack area. Went up to Raccoon Mountain. Went and checked out Hell's Bar and everything. That was freaking fun. I'm sunburned as hell right now, so I had to make sure I put sunscreen on today. Because yeah, I got sunburned yesterday. I forgot to take sunscreen. But yeah, I figured I'd get out and get the Rebel today. My back was killing me for riding the Dyna. That's what I'm thinking is the issue with my back hurting is not necessarily I mean, I guess it's not. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, I think, like, I mean, my back's killing me right now, not because this bike, it's just hurting from riding yesterday. I think the issue is, with my back hurting after, like, long rides and stuff, is the upright seating position of the Harleys that I've been riding. Because I've been riding the Sportster, my back hurt like hell with the Sportster because I would sit straight up, because, I mean, it was like, I had the handlebars up, I would sit more straight up, and it was just adding, every time I would hit a bump, every time something would happen, it was adding pressure to my lower back because everything was on the lower back. And when you're riding cruisers, unless you're very disciplined and have really good posture, you end up slouching a little bit because it's relaxed. You're sitting straight up, you slouch down. I mean, you can't really tell, like, with the camera right now, but I mean, if I had my front-facing camera, I'd show you, but the front-facing camera is dead right now, and I got to figure out running the cable to plug it in while it's running so it won't die. But anyway, that's for another time. But yeah, if you ride any kind of like cruisers like Harleys and stuff like that with an upright seating position, you know what I'm talking about. You tend to slouch because it's relaxing. You hold the handlebars, you slouch down, so your lower back is arched out. So when you hit a bump, it compresses that even more and it hurts like hell. So I think that's my issue with my lower back, is the fact that the type of bikes that I usually ride. Because when I ride this, I'll ride this for like a couple of hours and there's really no issues besides the seat sucks ass. So my ass will hurt and my nuts will go numb, but that can easily be fixed with a new seat. And I think that with this bike and a new seat, I probably wouldn't have nearly as many back issues after riding for a while. Like after riding for like a couple of hours, like 2, 3, 4 hours, even more. Because the leaning forward is taking away a lot of that pressure off my lower back. Now, yeah, I mean, I understand that obviously is going to take pressure away from one spot and put it on something else, that being most likely my shoulders. But I will gladly take a little bit of sore shoulders over a bad lower, like a sore, hurting, just painful lower back. I would much rather just have some sore shoulders, because I mean, shoulders I can ice and be done with it and they're fine the next day. Lower back is a lot more, yeah, that's a lot more involved. That's yeah, it causes a lot more discomfort throughout the day than just some sore shoulders do. So yeah, I've decided I'm most likely going to sell the Dyna and just steer away from the path of Harley-Davidson in general. I love Harleys, but another thing I was talking to my wife about, I just don't feel like I have as much fun on the Dyna as I used to. The Sportster, like, because we were talking about, hey, I'm thinking about selling the Dyna and either getting an MT-09, maybe a DRZ 400. I was looking into the KLRs, but I just don't think I'm going to do enough like adventure riding to really warrant that. I mean, most of my riding is just going out for a day cruise, maybe heading up into the mountains or something. I don't really do a lot of adventure style. Like, I don't really go a lot of like off-road or anything like that. So I mean, I don't really feel a need for it. It would be nice to have as like a second bike, but it wouldn't be very beneficial to have it as a primary bike. And whatever I get is going to be my primary bike, because this is obviously her primary bike. So, and she's doing really well, by the way. I mean, I'll give you guys an update on that here in a little bit. But yeah, so I got the Dyna listed. I'm selling it, or trying to get about 11,000 out of it, which is roughly about what I paid for it. But I mean, that's what the going rate is for those right now. I mean, even on KBB, they're listed at like 12,500 for a like, you know, a private sale. The trade-in value is like 9,500, so I thought about trading it in and getting like an MT-09, because the MT-09, not the SP model, just the regular MT-09 model, for the new ones, the 2023s, are only like $9,000 anyway. But you know how dealers are. Even though the trade-in value is 9,500, they'll offer me 6,000 trade-in if I'm lucky, and then they'll turn around and sell it for 14,000. So I'm not gonna do the whole trade-in thing, because you get boned doing that. They don't give you shit when you trade it in. God damn, that bug hit hard. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I'm glad I had this full face on. That was right in my eyeball. Like, it's literally right in front of my damn eyeball. That would have fucking hurt. That would have. I mean, I wear glasses, so I mean, I would have been protected, but shit, that would have that would have put a big scratch on my glasses probably. And these glasses are only like 2 months old. But yeah, so I think I've decided to go the route of either an MT-09, maybe a DRZ 400, just because I like the Supermoto styles. The DRZ is probably my second choice, just for the fact that the really skinny seat and everything, that just seems like it may not be as comfortable for me as the MT-09 would be. The MT-09 has a freaking amazing, like, wide seat. Like, up front it's a little skinnier, then as you move you can actually adjust your seating position and stuff, and it's a lot wider towards the back. I mean, the DRZ, you can do the same thing. The DRZ's got a really long seat that goes all the way back to the built-in fanny pack, basically. Get on your side of the road. But yeah, that's the two that I'm debating between there. But we'll see what happens. I listed it on Marketplace for 11,000. Somebody's been doing burnouts down here. Yeah, I listed it on Marketplace for 11,000. We'll see what kind of offers I get. If I get offered 10,000, I'd probably take it, and then turn around and buy the MT-09 if I could find one. I mean, apparently they're kind of like the Rebels right now, to where they're fucking hard as hell to find. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now with my bikes, because the main thing is, ever since we got this and I've ridden it a few times, I realized how much more fun these bikes are. Like, just metric bikes, these like silo bikes, like naked bikes and stuff, because I know the MT-09 is like a naked hyper bike, I guess is what they call it. And the DRZ is, you know, obviously they have the DRZ what do you call it, SM, the Supermoto version. They have a few different versions. Like, one of them is they have a dirt bike version, which is not street legal. You have to put like headlights and shit on it if you're gonna take it on the road. So if you're gonna do that, might as well just go ahead and buy the street legal one. Only real difference is the off-road one is not limited to all the EP, like EPA fucking shit, like all the what's the word I'm looking for? The emissions and shit like that. So I mean, there's that, plus the fact that I was talking to my wife about, hey, if I sold the Dyna for $10,000–11,000 and bought either a DRZ, like if I got a DRZ, I could take that $3,000 and put it on this, and this would be pretty much almost paid off. That we would barely have anything left on this if I did that, and we would almost have, well, we would have two brand new fucking bikes that are almost completely paid off just by selling a 2000 Sportster and a 2013 Dyna. So basically two old ass fucking bikes, like one of them's 10, the other one was 23, and have two brand new 2023 bikes. So I mean, that's the good thing about Harley. I will say this, they do hold their value very, very well. Yeah, there's not many other motorcycles that, hell, 10 years old like the Dyna is. It's 10 years old. There's not many of those bikes that you can still sell for that much money. But yeah, there's no way in hell that if I got an MT-09, that in 10 years I would be able to sell it for $9,000. Like, they're brand new, about $9,000, $9,500 if you don't get the SP. If you get the SP, which is like the sport model, the upgraded suspension and all that, if you get that one, it's like, I think $10,500. but there's no way in 10 years that you're going to sell that bike for $10,500. There are 2018, 2019 MT-09s that are selling for $5,000. So yeah, even those have gone down in value over the last 3 or 4 years. But yeah, that's one good thing that I've always liked about Harleys, is the fact that they're so easily able to resell and get your money back. I love this little mountainous area here. It's Johns Mountain. It's not very long. I mean, it's only like a few curves and then you're over it. But it's pretty fun just to come out here on a day that you're just bored and just want to rip around. I mean, I'm only like 5-10 minutes away from here, so shit, might as well. There we go. I love cruise control, man. My hand was going numb and I was like, damn. Oh yeah, I forgot I got cruise control. Hell yeah, it's fucking awesome. I can just sit here and go, wee! Play with my nuts if I want to. Dick Creek. Someone keeps stealing the names of these signs here. They finally got it back now. But the name of this road is Dick Creek. There's South Dick Creek and North Dick Creek. And everybody keeps stealing the signs. That's the only thing about this bike is this seat. The seat and the exhaust. The exhaust sounds like a Jetsons car. The seat is just super fucking uncomfortable. It doesn't bother my lower back at all. Like, my lower back is not bothering me at all right now. Even though it's already sore from riding yesterday, if I was at the diner right now, I'd be fucking dying already. But it's not bothering my lower back at all. It's just my fucking nuts, my dick going numb. My ass fucking hurting going numb because the seat sucks. But I mean, like I said, a new seat on this thing, get one of those Mustang Day Trippers or something like that, and it'll be good. Yeah, I'm just to the point now to where I want something that's comfortable and fun to ride. And the Dynas, I mean, it's fun to ride. I mean, anything with two wheels is fun to ride, but there's always something that's going to be more fun. There's always going to be something that you enjoy more, that you just have more fun on. And honestly, the Rebel's just not it right now. And I used to be all like, oh, Harley Davidson this, Harley Davidson that, which, I mean, I was never a Harley snob. I always have liked every bike. I mean, I know in some of my earlier videos when I was on the Honda, I did talk a little bit of shit about Harley. But since I've had the Harley, I've never really talked any shit about Hondas or any other Jap bikes. Like, I've never really, I don't think I've ever really said much bad about it, like a freaking metric cruiser or a metric bike in general. Maybe about some of the people who ride certain bikes, yeah. But I've never really, like, I don't discriminate against certain motorcycles. I mean, I think all motorcycles are fun. I mean, yeah, there's always those little jokes that everyone wants to say about, like, you know, metric bikes, you know, Jap bikes like rice burners and all that kind of stuff, and everyone, you know, makes jokes about Harleys. I do the jokes all the time just because, I mean, it's just playful banter. I've never got in an argument with someone or tried to say that they're not a real biker or that their bike sucks or something like that just because of the type of bike it is. But yeah, I've never been the type of person to do that. If that's the bike you like to ride, then fucking ride that bike, man. I don't give a shit. I'll ride with you no matter what you're riding. Grammy Gramps Farm. We'll ride back here and look at this lake real quick. City lake rules. No motorcycles in the lake. Need to come down here and go swimming. I don't know why we never come down here. I'd love to come down here and just get in the water when it's real fucking hot outside. I don't know if it's a beach or if it's just a lake. Yeah, mouth itches. Yeah, they're all down here. Yeah, there's a little beach there. Holy shit, I never knew there was an actual beach here. The only thing that sucks is during the weekends like this, there's just too many fucking people down here. They're swimming down there. That's a good place to go. Oh shit. I was not paying attention. Don't do what I just did. I was not looking where I was going at all. Target fixation. I was too busy looking out at the fucking lake, and I wasn't paying attention to the curve coming up. And he's drinking a Coors. Hell yeah, dude. Damn, I'm gonna go home and get me a Coors now. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends, and as always, have a nice day.